Alright, so how's it going everybody? Hope you're all doing well, and before we get into it, if this video reached 500 likes, I will make this gaming PC build because I think it's a good gaming PC. Not for the price, I mean that's a lot of money, but actually that you can build a high-end gaming PC right now is kind of like a glimpse of hope. So yeah, without wasting any more time, if you like the video, press on that like button, and shout out to Brian from City who brought that up actually. Yeah, and don't forget to subscribe. This is a $1,500 gaming PC. Would have cost like $1,200 back then when there was no mining. Maybe when there was only scalpers, it would have been for like $1,350, $1,400. But hey, again, the GPU itself keeps on getting cheaper and cheaper. So yeah, you can actually snatch it for a really good deal. So without wasting any more time, again, press on that like button, subscribe if you want to see more videos, and let's get to it. Now for the juice, the GPU, the thing that everybody's actually looking for, we're looking at the RX 6700 XT from eBay. Now when I first followed this GPU, it was like for $950. Now 1 week later it's for like $850. So that gives you an idea of how this GPU keeps getting cheaper and cheaper. Some of you are like, hey, $850 is still a lot of money. When you compare this GPU to the equivalent GPU from NVIDIA, which is the RTX 3060 Ti, it goes for around $1,200, so it's less like, you know, $350 difference. And the fact that you can fit the GPU on a $1,500 gaming PC is something good actually. You're not saving some money, but again, you're getting really good performance. I learned about the RX 6700 XT getting cheaper on price from Brian from City, so you make sure to check him out. He's a very cool YouTuber actually. And again, this GPU is somewhat equivalent to an RTX 3060 Ti, actually better. It's got higher VRAM. You can play any game at 1080p, 1440p, even 4K. But look at the benchmarks right now. It's a really good GPU, not for the money, but it can be good for the money. If you don't, you know, afford to pay $150 on this GPU, and maybe wait till it goes for like $700, and this is what I will do. But actually, if you're on a budget, well, maybe this is not the best idea to get this GPU. It all comes down to whether you think GPU prices will go down or not, and whether you think it's actually worth it to pay that much on this GPU. So yeah, and again, that's a really good alternative to pre-built gaming PCs that are not frequently in stock. It's just a really good option. But if you don't afford this RX 6700 XT, go for a very cheap GPU like a GTX 760, GTX 660, until this wave kind of goes down. I mean, it looks like it's gonna go down, but when it does, you know, GPUs will get really cheap in price. So yeah, there's that. I think the 6700 XT is one of the best GPUs you can get right now, high-end wise, if you didn't look for really good deals. Like if you couldn't find some Micro Center deals in store or something like Newegg Shuffle on the NZXT refurbished deals, and you want to get a GPU ASAP, or you cannot access these type of deals, this can be a good thing. I think if I'm going to make this gaming PC build, this is the GPU to go to, but I guess I will wait till it goes down to like 750, 800, 650. Yeah, for the CPU, we're looking at the Ryzen 5 5600X, a 6 cores 12 threaded CPU, $300, maybe $280 on a good day. One of the best CPUs on the market right now, 6 cores 12 threaded CPU, can play any game at 240 frames per second, really good at editing. Just a very complete CPU for $280. I really like it. I want it so bad. And Intel, like, I think Intel don't have the best competitor out there. I mean, the only reason the i5 11400F is an option because AMD haven't made any competitor to that right now, you know. And there is an upgrade path. And speaking of upgrade path, for the board, we're looking at a GIGABYTE B550 MDS3H, and this is the board that I have myself for around $100, 90 on a good day again. It's got everything you need. You can add an M.2 SSD, PCIe Gen 4, 4 RAM slots, I'm sorry, up to DDR4 like something 4000, 5000 MHz, so that's a lot of frequency, you know. And it's got all the bells and whistles for $100, and you can, you know, upgrade to something like 5900X in the future. As for the RAM prices are actually very expensive right now, so you can go with 16 gigs to 8 GB sticks with DDR4 3600 or 3200 MHz. I mean, not going with a 32 gig RAM for this PC feels like, you know, you're getting ripped off, but it is what it is. Again, it's pretty expensive right now, and it gets the job done. 16 gigs for now. You can upgrade 32 gigs in the future, but I'd leave it to you if you want to go with 3200 MHz or 3600 MHz. I think the performance difference isn't that significant. but also the price difference. So yeah, it goes down to you. As for the SSD, I'm going with a 1TB SSD that gets all the thing you need with this PC, you know, for 90 bucks. I heard that hard drive prices will go up in price, but that might not be true. So yeah, 1TB for around 90 bucks gets the job done. If you want to go with an M.2 SSD, you can go with that. Now, as for the power supply, we're looking at I think an EVGA 600 watt power supply. I think I don't know the brand exactly, but it's a gold rated power supply, maybe from Area's game, I really don't know. But anything I'll link down below, it will be a trusted brand that gets the job done for you. And yeah, trusty. As for the case, we're looking at a lot of options. Like, it goes down to you really. You can go with the NZXT H510. Some of you might thinking, oh wait, that's not the case on the thumbnail. That's the Fentex P300, one of the best budget cases on the market right now. But NZXT H510 is awesome also. It's a pretty famous case for a lot of people. So yeah, leave that to you really. Again, if you like that video, press on that like button. If you want to see more videos of that kind, subscribe. And yeah, let's make this vid reach 500 likes. I mean, I really will make this gaming PC build because I want it for myself. Yeah, thank you for watching and peace.